Superstars give me something to work with. Man, that's not shit. That ain't shit, man. That's not a new tag team. That's fucking Stone Cold versus David Otunga. What the hell? Thursday Night Superstars welcomes you to an interesting event. David Otunga faces Stone Cold Steve Austin, MVP, and Cody Rhodes finally get another match, this time a submission match, and Battle Royal. It's definitely an episode of Superstars, if I do say so myself, but David Otunga still keeping on that Nexus wristband. I don't know why he keeps a symbol of pain on him at all times. Maybe it's like a battle scar for him. The more I think about it, the less he starts to make sense. He isn't even fighting The Rock and Jake. They haven't met in forever. I don't know what his game plan is. I think he might just be lost, confused, and I don't really blame him. He's got to go up against some of the greats, and that includes this man, a future great, and Stone Cold Steve Austin, the man with an elbow pad on. That's like the one thing he doesn't have on is an elbow pad. Why did I say an elbow pad? Regardless, Stone Cold Steve Austin is just gonna defeat David. I mean, let's be honest, it's a no contest. Stone Cold Steve Austin is just beating the ever-loving shit out of David Otunga. Someone say that it's over for David unless he can find someone on his level on Superstars, because there's just not a lot of people that can really sit there and go, yeah, I lose to David Otunga. Punch straight to the face, and Stone Cold, like we've never seen it before, hits a double axe handle. Kind of shocked to even win for it. Stone Cold's not usually one to go for a double axe handle. David Otunga managing to get some offense in, but I don't think it's working out as well as he'd like. Nothing David does works out as he liked. He teamed up with Wade Barrett once, and he ended up fucking ruining the entire experience for himself, so. And now Stone Cold with a Luthez press straight to the face of David Otunga. Flip it off the referee before he picks him up and stuns him into next fucking week. But he just fucking, okay, damn, that didn't do shit. David Otunga's more resilient than we think, but how much? Resilient, okay, the knee, I get it. The back elbow, that's done some damage in the past. But wait, out of the back elbow into a Luthez press, and he's bleeding. And that's Stone Cold's cue to go for the cover, the blood mopping up everywhere. Well, not everywhere, because it's not been that long, but Stone Cold still wins. He beats David Otunga. And who expected a different result? Who expected a different result for tonight? I am El French. I am a stereotype. I am pissing off every single... Actually, I haven't gotten a view from France yet. How have I not gotten a view from fucking France?
I hate being European.
Anyways, here's Cody versus MVP in a submission match. And Cody Rhodes is out here up next to fight MVP. These two never really got a solid conclusion to their feud, so the general manager of Superstars requested that the Raw general manager send them both in for one grudge match. Cody will face MVP in a submission match. Why a submission match? You gotta stop asking questions. You're asking too many, alright? And then, of course, we got MVP. Remember when I called this man the Red Menace, and then, like, the next week he swapped his attire to white? That was a fun time. But the man is super. I mean, yeah, he's the MVP, but what the fuck does that mean? And Cody's gotta wear MVP down first, get past all his blocks, and then he can start hitting him with those fancy-ass drop kicks he keeps on selling. That's a kick. There we go. He took down enough of MVP's walls to make sure that he could get what he wants. See? Drop kicks are an available option as long as you do them at the right time. You can't open with them. You probably also wouldn't be able to do that suplex if he opened with it too. You know what I just realized? Cody's socks have green on them. Why? Did he order custom-made socks that are black and green just to fit with this attire? Because I would not do that. Who the fuck would wear green on black socks? Who would do that? That's actually like a good question. Raise your hand in the comments if you would wear green on black socks. Especially that deep of a green. Well, to be fair, I think green is like too light of a color without being white to work. Because white and black look good. Black and green definitely don't look as good. Should I do a color combo rating video with Anthony? That would be such a throwback to all the random shenanigans tier lists we did like a year ago. And that's a bulldog straight to MVP. And now DDT, not a DDT for Cody Rhodes. Don't ask why I said it like that. Maybe it's because all roads lead to Rome. I don't know. But Rhodes is also a Greek city. Why is Cody named after a Greek city? Anyone want to explain that one? Why Why is Dusty named after? We need to take this further than Cody Rhodes, because you could just say that's his dad's last name, dumbass. Who started the Rhodes family name? Who is the first Rhodes? Where is its origins? Who is the biological great to the power of 18 of Dusty? Those are technically two separate questions. Why are MVP's knee pads also half white and half black? Also, we haven't seen any of those disfigurement glitches either. Did they, like, fix the fucking game without me even noticing? Was I gone for so long that they finally got around to doing a patch that actually positively affected this game in some way? Because if so, I love the development team, and I want them to continue their existence for years to come. Sony, if you shut these people down, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Normally, I'd come up with something more, but, you know, I've been commentating for 40 minutes. I'm running out of juicy lines. I'm running out of the sauce. I can only have so much at one time. Hey, there's a moonsault. Does that count? Is that juicy enough for you? Huh? That was so I'm a jock from 2008 and I want to sound cool. And wait, Cody with a crossroads. But this is a submission match. That's not enough to end it. Cody just has to get MVP out of the ropes though. That's the main thing he has to do. And he's out of the ropes. Wow, would you look at that? Unless he does something like flip him over, oh, you are a stupid motherfucker. You are the stupidest bitch I've ever seen. Are you gonna do it again? You are the... Okay, fine. We'll do this a different way. My way. Unless this just works. That just works. I love it when things come together. And MVP might tap out right here, but no, he's resilient. The fans give him energy, and he immediately gets drop kicked back down, but hey, we can't all win. We can't all win all the time on everything. And it's okay, Cody's just showing off at this point. You want to grab a steel chair too while you're at it? Knock out the ref and then knock down MVP just because you fucking feel like it? That's his bulldog, and that's Mark Henry. Oh, he does the drop kick, doesn't hit him with a DDT, and I just like to do that. Oh my god, and he just lands on the back to MVP and starts convulsing. I think we need a doctor. MVP, what are you doing, MVP? Didn't you see he was convulsing? You should probably like get into a doc. And Mark Henry is joining in on the assault as well. But okay, Cody's back to form. Thank God. We're gonna find them anyways. That could have been one of the most dangerous things in wrestling because two people didn't want to listen to sound logic. Speaking of sound logic, he lands on the toe of Mark Henry, but the toe is not enough. Now he's just sending him back to where he came from. That's a kick over the head. Where's MVP taking Cody? Cody, I think, is trying to finish what he started. Oh, just slamming his arm repeatedly into the post. This is hard to watch. But wait, MVP, ooh, revenge. But a bulldog immediately shows that it's not over. And as Saeed, not a Saeed suplex, something else. Cody's starting to feel the wear and tear of this match, but he still fights Mark Henry. He still will not give up. Thrown back in the ring, but it's not over. MVP, oh, leg drop is not cool, but he's still after Mark Henry. He hasn't given up. He's put him in the ring. He drop kicks MVP, now putting him in the ring like he's a real superstar. Elbow drop by MVP, and Mark Henry might actually be the reason why MVP wins this match. And it might be Cody's starting to falter. Wait, just as I'm saying that, and Mark Henry is still out here. When does he say enough is enough? When does he give it a break? Just sending him away, hoping that he'll listen to reason, but he won't. Is he listening? He is listening to reason. He's finally done. He's out. Now Cody and MVP can go back to the way it was, the 1v1. Cody's just tired of this. He wants to go back in the ring. He thinks he's won. T-bone suplex by MVP. Dragging him down. That could be it. That could be the end of the match for Cody. It's possible, and he taps out. MVP has beaten Cody Rhodes. Well, that's the first match I've lost legitimately, and it's just because Mark Henry wouldn't stop reversing my shit. MVP has won. Honestly, well deserved. He went through hell to get here, but hell apparently pays because he won. Put on him. He had backup. I don't know why he said he fought through hell. They're enemies now. Miz is above Cody. Here's the Battle Royal. Up next, we have ourselves the main event of Superstars, a Battle Royal with the narcissist Lex Luger. And this man is out here flexing his muscles for the pride of himself. And maybe America too. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, Lex Luger is here to try and actually, like, do something for once. Because damn, he has not been around. Yes, about the end of the sentence. He's just not been around. And then there's his opponent, Justin Gabriel. This man has been very interesting. Staying out of the whole Nexus debacle is a very good idea. Such a shame that he hasn't really done anything outside to stay out of it. I mean, it kind of makes him lost in the crowd just as much as everybody else that is on Superstars. But hey, if it works, then we have ourselves the... Can I just read the sheet this time, please? Oh, it's on my phone. That's the Druid. That's not the Undertaker. Yep, there he is. Right on cue. Knew it wasn't that. So glad I finally started putting this shit on my phone. Because god damn, I got faked out so many times, it's kind of embarrassing. You know who else is embarrassing though? This member of the United Kingdom, Wade Barrett. Sheamus and Drew are about to fight at the Bash for the US title. Wade Barrett's been doing stuff with Superstars. William Regal has at least shown up with the guys. Wade Barrett is not a member of the UK. He is a member of nothing. He left the Nexus for no reason. Why is he here? Somebody ought to tell me that. And then of course, we have the man, the myth, the legend, John Cena. And oh my god, he's wearing purple on blue. Why is he wearing purple on blue? You can't change the shirt or the cap. I feel like at a certain point, you're just doing it on purpose. You could try. Like you throw the cap into the ring every time. Why is it always gonna be purple and yellow? And then of course, we have the gold standard, Shelton Benjamin. And when I look at this man, just because of the hair, the first thing I see is a black Slim Shady. But in the soul and his heart, I see a main event. This man will go big one day. It may not be tomorrow, may not be a year from now, but it'll be soon. And John Cena shoulder tackles straight to the Druid, and Shelton Benjamin takes advantage. But now Cena's gonna take all the credit for his elimination, unless he doesn't. No, Druid's not out. And a straight punch to the... Oh, getting Cena out. And that was not what I expected, and my mashing game is off. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. Wait, Cena. Druid's out. Cena's not. That's a body slam straight to Shelton Benjamin, and might see this match continue. Lex Luger joining in on the fray. Cena's just after Shelton Benjamin. Here we go. Cena eliminates Shelton Benjamin. Is that the headline this week? That's the headline. Cena puts Shelton Benjamin out. Interestingly, this time, Wade Barrett and Shelton Benjamin, or not Shelton Benjamin, Justin Gabriel are at it again. They're fighting this time. Justin's not trusted, and Lex Luger is just bullying Cena. Now using Wade Barrett as a distraction, Cena attacks Luger. Lex Luger's attacking Cena. Justin Gabriel might be out of here. It's looking close. He just might, but he doesn't. And Justin Gabriel holds on. And Cena keeps on keeping on. But he's not letting up on Luger for not even a second. Chop straight to Luger with the body blow. He doesn't go in the ropes though. It wasn't very strong of a body blow. Clearly. Wade Barrett has Justin back on the fritz. Cena with a body blow, but Luger's not getting on. Wade Barrett might be trying to get Cena out. Maybe not. Everyone looks like they're trying to get Wade out, but Luger and Wade team up on Cena. Cena has no friends in this match, and I wonder what could have possibly caused that to happen. Maybe it's because he betrayed, I don't know, MVP? That guy, you know? MVP, and there is Lex Luger. And Justin gets hit, but so does Wade. But Cena's still after Justin. Betrayal of the greatest kind. Cena taking Justin up into the corner, but Justin doesn't get eliminated. It's ridiculous at this point. Wade and Cena going back and forth, but now they take out Wade for good. That's a punch straight to Justin Gabriel. But that's another punch right back, and that, ooh, Cena! It's eliminating Justin Gabriel right there, but instead leaving time open for Wade Barrett to try and clean up the slops, which didn't work at all. Wait, Cena's seen that before. He knows to wait. Chop straight to Justin Gabriel, and Cena picks up Justin Gabriel and hits him with an attitude adjustment. And now trying to rapid fire through this, it seems we have ourselves the end of the road for Wade Barrett. Could Cena do it? And he does! Cena eliminates 2 out of 3 members of the Nexus and secures the victory. And a part of me can't believe that Cena did it, but a part of me knows that he would. It's a weird feeling. It's like it's a gut feeling. It's more like it's in your neck, and it feels like it's tightening slowly as the match goes on. I think someone might just be behind me with a piece of rope, though. That joke might not go in the video. That's that. Cena?
Are you sure?
Luger and Cena are enemies? That's what I like to see. Man, as this goes on, it looks like the US title scene just, like, reset. Alright, what about SmackDown? I'm sorry, was that a #1 contenders for? Oh yeah, that. But first, I suppose we should get this out of the way. And SmackDown is back in North Carolina with JTG at the side of the scene. This man from Brooklyn, New York is probably pretty happy to even be on SmackDown. I mean, he's been on Superstars for a while, and some would say he doesn't belong there, but tonight he gets to prove it in a Falls Count Anywhere match against Santino Marella, another Superstars holdout, long-timer, performer. We'll say performer. JTG, he's got some moves. I'll admit it. That's kind of swag. That's kind of YOLO. That's kind of hashtag. I'm running out of older references to make in internet lingo. Pepe hands. Santino Marella thus arrives at the scene, and wait, Santino attacks JTG? What the hell? I didn't expect that out of Santino. I guess Vlad really did change the man. Santino with the attack on JTG. He might secure himself a victory for the first time in forever. But JTG ain't gonna go down that easily, hitting him with a tornado DDT, the likes of which we've never seen before. And JTG saw that coming. It had more hype than Deltarune. No. JTG is taking this match back. It's not like Santino is a very powerful opponent or anything, but like, he's at least competent. I think that's enough for JTG to come back. I don't even know what I said there. I don't know if that made any goddamn sense. As per usual, though, I'm betting that it didn't. Ooh, drop kick. No punch in a man for you, Santino. And JTG with a nice sling blade. JTG setting up for a... What is that called? And it doesn't matter. He hits him with a sling blade? That's his finisher, too? Okay. Whatever. JTG beats Santino. That's the end. Such a shame Santino turned out like this. It totally doesn't make his hate very conceivable or anything. No, not at all. That being said, it moved JTG up and Santino. Okay, whatever. He lost, but he went up anyways. That totally makes sense. Anyways, here's a women's match that actually matters. And now we have women. That's right, 2 women's matches in one video. Holy shit. Are you proud of the women's division and how far it's come? Beth Phoenix is here. She's the strongest woman ever, and if she had the choice, she would probably crush my head into pieces because I'm such a fucking dick. And then there's Maurice. It's just Maurice. It's about all we can really say here. What do you want me to talk about? That she's from Quebec, that she speaks French. Can't make fun of her with Canadian stereotypes because technically Quebec is very different from Canadian, even though they're in the same country. It's the #1 contender match, by the way, in case you couldn't tell me the fact that I fucking said it. And Beth Phoenix with a 2 punches to the head to start this match out. And they're both wearing white. And they're both blonde. It's just 2 different kinds of blonde, where one is dyed blonde and the other is actually blonde. You know, it's the difference between blonde and legally blonde. There's a difference, guys. You can tell. Half Nelson slam. Nice half Nelson. Legend difficulty AI, at least with default sliders, is really only hard because they reverse a lot, I guess. And I could totally make it harder if I wanted to by putting the sliders up for certain things, but I mean, realistically, I don't think most people touch the sliders for this game, so the fact that they give you the option is nice for people that, you know, want a challenge, but it's more of a dev feature than anything else that they just keep in the game because they probably forgot to get rid of it one time and it got good reviews. And you'll do it! Yeah! I love hearing random crowd noises. I should play games on without music more often. These are the neat things you find. There's attention to detail, even if the detail is just, they said this thing. God damn it, Maurice. The video's long enough. We don't need to make every match have a fake out finisher, man. There were already like fucking 3 of them in a match. You don't need more, okay? And you're a pussy. I hate you, Maurice. You go up to the top rope and then you just fall right back down. Little bitch. Let me show you how it's done. Boom. See, that's how you do it. You don't do it like that. You do it like this. Now get hit with a random ass suplex. Just kidding. It's reversed. It's fine though. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times. How? Brother, give up at that point. I know there's a submission here. I just don't ever end matches with submissions because I feel like they suck. Over here! Anyways, Beth Phoenix. She wins. She's the number one contender for the women's title that won't get defended at the Bash because it never does. Asking Alicia Fox to defend her title is like asking Brock Lesnar to do so. Once every 3 months. Maybe more if you're lucky. Speaking of lucky, and up next on SmackDown, we got ourselves another feud that's been going on lately. Christian has been fighting with Vance Archer ever since Jericho left his ass for dead. And Vance won. Christian looks to get his win back as he faces him a second time, this time on SmackDown, live in front of the entirety of, hold on, what network was Fox on back in like 2010? So it was on My Network TV during this time, but technically after the game came out, it would be on Sci-Fi. I understand. Well, hi Sci-Fi. We're on Sci-Fi right now. Actually, no. Yeah, we would be because this is 2011, not 2010. Okay, hi Sci-Fi. Vance Archer's here. I completely lost my train of thought while looking that up. I'm just gonna skip his entrance. And Christian hitting us immediately with a fucking easy double leg thing. Is that what incels do when they see a girl's thighs? They just, like, their brain just spams leg. And that's a wow, that looked like it hurt. What the fuck? But Christian and Vance Archer are on the outside, and hey, it's a knee drop. Well, not really, because it's more like a person dropping on a knee. But, you know the difference. You also know that I fuck shit up all the time anyways. Christian will just not let Vance Archer get back to the ring, but I guess he kind of has to, because he's at the count of 7. Some wrestlers get scared when they get to the count of 5, let alone 7. 7 is like a fucking danger number. 7's like a get the fuck in the ring or you're not making it back kind of thing, especially if you're at the ramp or farther. That's a chop. That's a, okay. Christian just tried to go for it again. That's not how this works. Nothing that Christian is doing here is how anything works, to be fair. But he's been in this business so long that I think he's just trying to mix it up. Edge-o-matic by Christian? Is Edge's move gonna win him the match? No, but it was close. And that is a diving headbutt. And that is another diving. Oh. And Vance is just trying to end this match. It's a rope break, but he's just gonna hold the count? He's holding the damn count. To the count of 3, not 4, which is shocking. Christian, nope. Vance hits him square in the noggin. And now Christian goes for his diving headbutt, this time on a standard position. And then we get hit with the world famous kill switch, and that ends the match, right? Yeah, good. Gave me out. You see how much time I save without the game crashing? This recording is an hour and 16. I think the last one was an hour 35. We're gonna save 15 minutes just off crashes. That's crazy. Knowing how this works, though, it'll crash in the fucking final match, and then I'm gonna be like, yep, I saw this one coming. Evan Bourne went above Vance. That's it. Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, fair enough. And for our main event, Ted DiBiase, Chris Jericho, one-on-one. I fucking love this theme music, dude. Why did Ted DiBiase get such good theme music? And then he comes out like this. Seriously, I can't stand the guy. It's like he's intentionally coming out like this just so that he doesn't have to do shit. Just so that he gets less time in the videos. He's been everywhere, yeah, but that's it. He's just been everywhere. So what? Where's Primo, huh? He's not been anywhere this week, apparently. And he's got a tag title match in 9 days. But then Ted DiBiase's opponent, Chris Jericho, it's a little ironic that Chris Jericho is fighting one half of the Unified Tag Champs, considering he lost the opportunity to fight both of them with Big Show after he betrayed him. But I suppose that counts as the spoils of war. Maybe next time Chris Jericho will learn a lesson and not do that. Maybe he'll get a tag partner that he actually believes in, and they'll go win the title. Who knows? Another number 1 contenders match, you know, it's not like I actually didn't say that one, so whatever. And Ted DiBiase, Chris Jericho with the parry, the interrupt, the Miles Morales special, I don't know. And these two are gonna fight to see who goes after WWE Champion The Undertaker. And I kind of don't see either one of them beating him. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that man seems unstoppable. It's gonna take a miracle to get the title on 10. I know he's been pretty dominant, but he's been dominating the IC title division for most of this. It's not really too shocking to say that you could beat up people like Evan Bourne. I guess also the tag division, but that's less of a point too, because the tag division is made up of a bunch of different people, and last I checked, the only people that him and Primo really beat were the previous oh my god, he just kicked the ref for no reason. Stop! And he just threw the ref into the ropes. What the fuck is he gonna do? Wait a minute, he's grabbing a chair. Is he gonna cheat to get his way to the top? Oh, another jab stops him dead in his tracks. Chris Jericho, what the fuck happened there? And oh, he dodged the chair strategically. He saw the ref was up in the corner of his eyes and probably realized that he didn't want to go and use the chair right then and there. He might have gotten disqualified. We do know that this ref is a little bit iffy, though, with some of his calls, so he was probably actually safe. And Ted just using his dad's moves, like the $1 million Russian leg sweep into the low blow by Chris Jericho, and that's not the call for the bell, because this ref, he's here for a reason. But regardless, that's 1 punch, 2 punch, and what do you know, 3 punch. Ted DiBiase just got him straight into Dream Street. And we could end this video off with a nice 1, 2, that's it, baby! Ted DiBiase is going to the Bash to face The Undertaker. The Undertaker has a problem. He doesn't come out and squash the Beast. Wait a minute, a submission match? This is Jericho's forte, what the fuck? And that is a solid way to end the show. A double match for Ted and Jericho. And I could not have expected it any more than now, because I already heard it. So I know that it happened. I guess the SmackDown general manager didn't think Jericho was trying. Maybe he thought that he was scared of The Undertaker? I mean, most people in this business are afraid of that man. What is there to not be afraid of? He is a literal dead man. And he has done acts that would have killed most people. So it makes sense. Clothesline, not quite. Another clothesline attempt does not go well for him. A third clothesline attempt, Jericho's on the ropes, sets him up for something nice. What'll it be? A slingshot into the ropes. Okay, fair enough. Oh, but Jericho's just taking Ted down. Reminder that this is Jericho's match to win. He has this little thing in his arsenal. It's called the Walls of Jericho, and it's a submission match. And that just so happens to also be a submission, so it's not that hard to convey that the SmackDown general manager maybe wants Chris Jericho to face The Undertaker, but 1 punch, 2 punch, and then a third punch may solidify the victory here for Ted DiBiase. And he could very well just put him in his dad's move right here, and that might actually be the key to victory. But he doesn't. He's trying to put him on Dream Street first. Or not. What the fuck is he doing? Jericho, belly to belly off the top rope to Ted DiBiase. Where's Jericho going? And that is a swing and a miss, but it gives Ted an opportunity to work on Jericho a little bit. Make sure that he's getting all of his daily beatings in. So if I know anything about Jericho, it's that he's weaseled his way out of anything in the fucking locker room that belongs to him or not. And DiBiase just hits him with a double axe handle. We could very well see this go awry, and that's a knee right to Chris Jericho. And the fans are just chanting that Jericho sucks. But wait, he set him up perfectly for Dream Street! But he just doesn't put him in the $1 million dream. Instead, he gets poked in the eye. The Jericho taunts, but Ted says no. And that's Dream! That's the $1 million dream! But no, it's not enough. So in case you couldn't tell, this continued for the next 6 minutes straight. So instead of showing you 6 minutes of me trying to tap out Chris Jericho unsuccessfully, I figured I'd just give you a little mini time lapse while I talk over it, and basically just talked about why submission matches suck. Basically, the reason why submission matches suck is because the ability for a superstar to get out of a submission is based off of their technical stat. And if your technical stat is at 100, which they give to most wrestlers with submission finishes or signatures, you cannot submit them on legend difficulty with default sliders. It is simply impossible. The only way to make this better would be to have the submission breakout slider turned down, but turning down that slider will make it way easier for other submission matches between non-100 participants. So it's a damned if I do, damned if I don't. So that's the reason why I don't like submission matches in SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. And yep, there he goes. He's picking up the bell again. That's a bell shot! Didn't make any noise, but Jericho has won by DQ. What a disappointing way for that match to go out, because Jericho just wouldn't stay down. And I was trying to avoid a disappointing ending, but I can't in that situation. What do you want me to do? That's how this episode of the Universe Mode ends. But on the bright side, not a single crash the whole time. That is amazing. See you next time.